coming up through the thumb, see that, around the phalanx, making sure the IP joint free there. Coming back through, that's now my guidelines. You'll see I just overlap the tape slightly. This time I won't go round phalanx. And I'm trying to also enclose in, I think I've nearly got, all those little exposed area of skin so that as the hand swells when they're running around, I don't end up with little areas where the tape's likely to cut.
So what are you protecting here? Is what ligament?
I'm protecting adduction.
Okay.
And for ulnar-collateral.
So, ulnar-collateral.
Yeah. Coming down this way using the rigid tape. So this is our quick fire thumb tape. And then repeating that process to reinforce it with the 12.5 or 13 mil depending on your brand. Rigid tape. Probably one of the most important things with any hand, thumb, finger, even wrist taping is trying to actually keep the tape out of the palmar surface of the hand. If you're talking about an athlete who needs to hold something, needs to catch something, if you're taping right through the palm of their hand, you're obviously going to affect their proprioception and their ability to do what they need to be able to do. So that will help restrict movement through here. What we sometimes do with these, if it's a particularly acute one, or they're particularly unstable, is actually reinforce. Get some 25 mil rigid, which you just go over the top of this one, so we're not pulling it off. Starting with an anchor. Anchor around the wrist.
So you're bulking this up for me now? Is that what you're...
Normally I would do this underneath, but I said I'm not going to rip that one off for you. So pretending the other one's not on underneath. This is for a more stable taping if we need it.
And would you have the little guard on underneath all of this as well?
If they were an acute injury, yes. And I was just speaking to someone at morning tea, we were talking about splints and the need to get approval to be worn and padding in that. A lot of little thumb guards, we just sneak in under the tape without getting the approval for.
What I find when you make a little guard for your patient, like who doesn't play in the AFL, so they don't have to get the approval and stuff like that. But then what happens is then they've got their little local sports trainer who does their taping for their thumb, and it's what you were saying before, Carly. Yep. About like Chris Judd's shoulders, how you just put extra tape and extra tape. So you've made this fabulous guard, which really just needs to be held on. Doesn't need all of this super duper rigid support that Carly's putting
That's
on
without
now.
a guard.
Without a guard, yeah.
Yep.
But if you have